morning, Year 4, and here is your maths lesson for Thursday, the 11th of February. You did brilliantly on Tuesday. The work that you sent in for your maths was brilliant, and I could really see that you'd worked hard when you were exchanging in that tens column. So today, lesson 3, shouldn't be too much of a surprise that we're going to be using column subtraction with 4-digit numbers when exchanging is required in the hundreds column. So again, probably it's going to go over in the tens value now. Let's just see. Okay, so what number have I made here first of all then? And hopefully you're quite confident at telling me there are 4 in the thousands, 4 in the hundreds, 4 in the tens, and 4 in the ones. So I've made 4,444. Can you please tell me a fact about this number and another one and another one? Okay, once you've done that, let's have a look at this 4,444 and see if we can subtract 2,163 from this number. So just checking down here, I've got my 2 thousands that are crossed off, 1 in the hundreds, 6 in the tens, and 3 in the ones. Okay, so I can't actually, well, I can start at the moment because I've got 4 in the ones and 3 to subtract. So I can start by doing those 3 in the ones columns. But when it gets to my tens column, I've got 4 to start with, and I need to take away 6, and I can't do that. So here is where we need to exchange. So just like when we did with our tens column in the last lesson, I'm now going to move one of those hundreds counters over. And I can't actually keep it as a 100 counter. I need to exchange it then for 10 tens. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of that one. And I'm actually going to move these ones up just a little bit to give me a bit more room. And then I need to add in 10 tens. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you can see there that I've now only got 3 hundreds, whereas I did have 4, and I've got those 10 tens there. So it's still the exact same number. But now I can carry on with my subtraction. So I now have to get rid of 6 of the tens. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to get rid of 1 of the hundreds and 2 of the thousands. And then I can work out my answer. So there's 1 left in the ones column there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 left in my tens column. 2 left in my hundreds, oh, big 2, and 2 left in the thousands. So we can see there the answer is 2,281. Okay, let's have another go with the counters. What number have I got this time? So 4 again in the thousands, this time only 1 in the hundreds, 2 in the tens, and 4 in the ones. So the answer I've got is 4,124. Again, you can tell me a fact about this one and another and another. And then once we've done that, we've got our 4,124, and this time we are subtracting 2,041. So you can see I've got my 2 in the thousands, none in the hundreds, 4 tens, and 1 1 down there. Okay, so we start off in our ones column. I need to get rid of 1 1. There you go. Then in my hundreds column, this time I've got 2 tens, but I need to get rid of 4. I need to subtract 4 tens, and I can't do that. So just like in the previous slide, I need to move my hundreds over into my tens column, and I'm going to need to exchange that for 10 tens. So I'm going to get rid of that 100 after I've moved it, and then put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And again, you can see that there are now no hundreds, even though there was a 100, but we now have 12 tens, so it still represents that same number. And then I can continue with my subtracting. So I now need to get rid of 4 of the tens, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no hundreds to take away and no hundreds left, and 2 thousands to subtract. Okay, so I can now count them up. 3 in the ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the tens, 0 hundreds, and 2 in the thousands. So our answer is 2,083. Okay, let's see what this looks like in column subtraction then. So we've got the same messages or very similar messages from Coco and Colin down there. And our first question is 9,739 subtracting 5,467. And the first thing I've done is to make sure I've lined up the ones with the ones, tens with the tens, hundreds with the hundreds, and thousands with the thousands. And this time, Coco is saying if the tens digit here in the minuend, which we know is the top one, is less than the tens digit in the subtrahend, then we need to subtract. Now I've actually pointed at the ones number. We actually mean this number here in the tens column. So let's not confuse ourselves and let's get rid of those arrows for now. So if this number here, 3 in my tens column, is smaller than my 6 in the tens column, so my minuend and my subtrahend, 3 is smaller than the 6, I'm going to need to exchange one of my hundreds for 10 of my tens, just like we did with the counters. So let's see what happens this time then. Okay, we start with our ones column as we always do. 9 take away 7 is 2. Then we go to our tens column. 3 take away 6. 3 take away 6, I can't do that. This is where I'm going to need to exchange. So I have 3 tens and I'm going to need to exchange them. So I'm going to go to my hundreds column, cross out my 700s and leave 6 there and put 1 into my tens column. So I've exchanged my 100 for 10 tens. So I now have 6 hundreds left and 13 tens. Okay, and you can see that 13 there, and you can see it was 700s and now there's only 6. Okay, so now I can continue. 13 take away 6 is 7. 6 take away 4 is 2. And 9 take away 5 is 4. So our answer is 4,272. Brilliant. Okay, let's have a look at another one. This time I've got 7,635 subtract 3,261. And again, I've made sure I've lined up those columns. So we start with our ones. 5 take away 1 is 4. I can do that straightforward. In my tens column, again, I've got a 3 take away a 6. So the tens digit in the minuend, which is the top number, take away my 6 in the subtrahend, it is too big. So my 6 is too big for my 3, so I'm going to need to exchange. So I've got 3 tens, but I need 6. So I'm going to be crossing out my hundreds and leaving a 5 this time because it was 600 and now it's only 500 and I need to add 1 there. So I've now got 5 hundreds and 13 tens. And then I can continue. 13 take away 6 is 7. 5 take away 2 is 3. And 7 take away 3 is 4. So our answer here is 4,374. Excellent. Okay, let's do one more then. If you're feeling confident, you can pause the video here and have a go at this question by yourself. If not, we can just go through this one again and just making sure that we've got that process correct. Okay, so 7 take away 3 we start with, or I have just going to make sure, yeah, all of my numbers are in the right columns. So then 7 take away 3 is 4. This time I have 1 take away 2. And again, the number 1 in the minuend is smaller than the number 2 in my subtrahend, so I cannot do that. So I'm going to need to, I have 110 at the moment, and I'm going to need to exchange from my hundreds. I've got 8 hundreds at the moment. I've crossed out the 8 and I've put the 7 there because I'm taking one of the tens, one of those hundreds and popping it in the tens column. So I've now got 7 hundreds and 11 tens. Okay, 11 take away 2 is 9. 7 take away 5 is 2. and 5 take away 4 is 1. So I get the answer 1,294. Brilliant. Okay, if you need to pause the video here, rewind it, look at those again, you're more than welcome to. If not, let's have a go at your questions today. Please again answer these using column subtraction, and remember to use those phrases by Colin and Coco if it helps you. Good luck and off you go. Okay, brilliant. So I'm just going to get rid of Colin and Coco for the moment because I need that space. And we're going to start then with 9,838. And I'm going to be subtracting 3,243. So 1 digit per square, popping my ruler lines in for my equals sign, and then I get started in the ones column. 8 take away 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is 5. 3 take away 4 I cannot do, so I need to exchange. I'm going to cross out my 8 and leave my 7, pop the 1 in the tens column, and now 13 take away 4 is 9. 7 take away 2 is 5, and 9 take away 3 is 6. So if you had the answer 6,595, please give yourself a tick. Okay, next one then. We have 7,839, and we are subtracting 5,458. Again, making sure I'm lining those up correctly in each of the columns, and then I pop my equals lines in. Okay, 9 take away 8 is 1. 3 take away 5, I cannot do that. So I'm going to be exchanging, crossing out my 8, leaving a 7, and popping my 1 in my tens column. Now 13 take away 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 leaves me with 8. 7 take away 4 is 3, and 7 take away 5 is 2. Leaves us with 2,381. And if you've got that answer, please give yourself another tick. Okay, moving down slightly. Next one we have 6,918, and we are subtracting 4,538. And again, we get our equal sign, 1 box per digit, making sure they're all lined up. And then we start from our ones column. 8 take away 8 is 0. 1 take away 3 I can't do, so I'm going to need to exchange. I go to my hundreds column and I'm crossing out my 9 and leaving an 8. And I'm adding my 1 over into my tens column. So now I've got 11 take away 3, 10, 9, 8. 8 take away 5, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. And 6 take away 4 is 2. So if you had the answer 2,380, please give yourself a tick. Okay, finally, last question. Something is equal to 8,819. Take away 8,644. Popping my subtraction sign in, using my ruler line for my equals, and we start in the ones column. 9 take away 4 is 5. 1 take away 4 I can't do, so I'm crossing out my 800s, leaving a 7 and putting my 1 into my tens column. Now 11 take away 4 is 7. 7 take away 6 is 1, and 8 take away 8 is 0. And again, just like last time, am I going to write the answer 0,175? No, I'm just going to write 175 and give yourself a tick. Okay, brilliant. Again, at this point, if you want to rewatch those, you can rewind me. If not, let's go on to Emmett's problem. Okay, Emmett thinks that this 5,439 take away 2,272 is 3,267. Explain why he is incorrect. So if you want to have a go at this yourself, you can pause the video. If not, you can just watch it with me and we'll go through it together. Okay, so 9 take away 9 take away 2 is 7. I agree with that step. 3 take away 7. Now he's got the answer of 6, but I can also see this 1 here. So he's done some exchanging. But what has he done to get that 1 there? So what he should have done is he should have crossed his 400s out and left them with 3. And then he's exchanged and he's got one of the hundreds over here into the tens column, because 13 take away 7 is 6. But he didn't do this step here that I've done in red, because now when we do 3 take away 2, this is not 2. So what has he done wrong? He has not exchanged. He has not crossed out his hundreds number in the minuend. And he's left the subtrahend by itself, that's fine, but he's not crossed that number out, he's not exchanged. So you can write that in words and then explain that the answer should then have a 1 in this column, and 5 take away 2 is correct. So that's the only part he got wrong. Okay, your tasks today then. Your do it question, there are 5 calculations, very similar to the ones we have just done. Please make sure that you write them in the correct columns, that you put 1 number in each box, you use your ruler lines, but just make sure that you are always exchanging from your hundreds column, because our WALT today is when it's required from the hundreds column, which means our 10 in our minuend is bigger than our 10 in our subtrahend. Then you'll go deep. Colin has a problem, explain what he's done wrong, maybe what the correct answer is as well, and then you'll go deeper. It's very similar to Tuesdays, to find the missing digits. So again, to solve each calculation in several ways where possible, and then to solve both calculations using 0 to 9 ones. I know lots of you said that you really enjoyed that on Tuesday. Good luck, off you go now, and just come back for our learning pit at the end. Okay, a huge well done with your work today. I can't wait to see your work if you choose to send that in today. Just have a final think about where you are in the learning pit. Was that easier because you knew some of the steps from Tuesday's lesson? Was it still slightly tricky to remember what to cross out, where to exchange from? Or are you fairly confident you think you're out the learning pit for now? Again, a huge well done. I will see you tomorrow for one more maths, and then it's half term, so not long left. I'll see you guys soon. Take care.